Alright, everybody. Good. Well, hold up. I gotta get rid of the game capture for just a little bit because I gotta link my account. Can't have you guys taking a look at the account information. And then there we go. We're back in. Come back in. It is fine. Awesome. We are ready to go. Alright, so, I got a couple of requests to do this game again. They liked the voiceover work, so I was like, okay, why not? We'll do an event. There's an event going on, and I figured might as well. Why not? Just accepting the stuff that it is going to do. Awesome. And then we're gonna just do a little bit of motorcycle action. I don't know. I've kind of fallen off with this game. Not to the point where I'm not playing it every day. I do play it every day. It's just the censored content really sucked the air out, and they haven't actually put anything worthwhile. Just very safe with the updates. Quality of life stuff that is good, but nothing too challenging. So I've just been in this weird hibernation mode. I'll eventually get the newest servants and such and upgrade them, but not in any rush to do any of that. That's a shame though, because I actually really do enjoy this game. It's just that it toyed with the people too much. Customers are not too happy with what they've seen. Oh shit, I ran into a fucking wall. Ran out right when I was able to burst through. Oh, good. We'll get the heart. So get max gold. And then we're done. Yay. Alright. Just sending the notification, letting everybody know that I am live. Alright, so since we're here, alright, cool. We are doing events, and we are doing the new Guilty by Name, Fuma Amane. Fuma Amane. Well, actually, have I gotten even the new supporter yet? Is there a new supporter? Do I have this one? Ooh, do I have this? I have it. Let's do a little gotcha, guys. Let's roll some gotcha. Alright, we got 60. Yeah, that should be enough. Hold on. Let's clear some inventory first. View options. Cycle. Boom. There you go. Get rid of those. And the supporters, get rid of these guys. Perfect. Alright, that'll give us some breathing room so we could do some gotcha. Let's roll the dice, guys. Roll the dice. Alright, let's see. 1. Nothing. Again. Nothing. Again. Nothing. Again. Nothing. Again. One more time. We got this, guys. We got this. Let's play some Some casino night music. Because we're gambling right now. Alright, come on. We got this shit. We got this. Come on. Come on. Come on. Give me something good. I don't need any of this shit. Come on. Skip. Inventory full. Okay, we go over here. We go over here. We destroy. Destroy, destroy. We're just trying to get that freaking. I mean, actually, we could go for level 5. I have enough gems for it. So we'll go again. Let's go. Roll it. My gambling addiction is being fueled. Nope. Not enough gotcha coins? That's fine. We got gems. Let's go. No? Fuck. Come on. Nope. Let's go. One more time. One more time. We got it on this. Yes. All right. All right. Let's let it play. Let it play. Let it play. We got it right here. Watch. And nice. We nailed it. Nailed it. Secured. Now, of course, like always here on the Scrapyard, we always level 5 these things, right? So we're going to need about 4 more copies. With the pity system, it's not too bad. Now that we got the actual support, we can get the rest fairly easy. Alright, next. Next. Alright, what do we got here? What's this? Ooh. What's this one? Increase basic attack damage by 20%. Ooh. That's good for like when I want to do it for support or like, you know, have them do their own thing. I'm the hell. Okay. I'm the Hell Knight Marika Krishna, guard of Lady Car. Well, fuck. I fucked that up. Oh well. We got the support, and that's all that matters. Okay, let's go again. Oh, what's this? What's this, guys? I think we got it. I think we got it. One more time. One more time. Come on, let's go. Next. Nope, not you. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Nope. Combat axe, no thank you. Oh, that's not her, but that is a pickup. Which one's this one? Ranged attacks by increased damage dealt to machine enemies. Not bad. I could use that for the VR machine. And then we get another copy. Look at that. We get a copy just like that. That's how easy it is, guys. You just roll. Just keep rolling. You'll eventually get it. That's what I keep saying. I say, roll until you get it. Fuck what the other people say. It's like at the casinos. You're just that one spin away from getting the jackpot. And you know it. You feel it right in your gut that you're going to get that jackpot. Whoops. Boom, boom. You fucking gooner. Goofy, shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear it from you. Not from you, dude. Not when we saw what you were doing. I saw what you were doing. Yeah. Now you're. All right, let's see. I'm the Hell Knight Marika Krishna, guard of Lady Kara. Is she here? Let me see her. Where is she? Yeah, remember when you accidentally had that porn page up? I remember. In the Discord, for those of you who weren't aware, Goofy here was gooning, and he accidentally posted his. Yeah, I remember, dude. Come on, don't fucking play dumb. You literally have the Roll 34 on when you posted it on Discord. All right, let's go, let's roll. Let's roll. Yeah, fuck me, fuck you. All right. This guy. Get a load of this guy over here. He thinks he's hot shit. You make them a mod and they become egotistical. They let that power go to their heads. Love you, Goofy. Anyways, we're gonna keep going. Let's see, we're still at 2 copies, I believe. 2 copies. I just saw that we pulled another one. Alright, no, let's get to the good shit. Come on. 3. We nailed it. 3 down, baby. 3 down. Alright, so we are 3 away. I have... Ooh, Divine Tree Eleanor. We're gonna have to get this. We're gonna get that. I was gonna save it for this one, but we don't have the other one, so we're gonna have to get that as well. Alright, skip. Nothing. Come on, roll it. God damn it. Keep it going. We're gonna keep going. Keep gambling. Keep getting that spinny dice. Fuck. Alright. Alright, let's get our pity. Yes. What do you mean? What do you think of this attire? It might not fit me that well. If you like it, then I like it too. Yes, we win. Now we're gonna go ahead and... I already know I'm like a ways, so I'm just gonna go ahead and preemptively dump my shit. Don't need any of this crap. You fucking gooner. Why am I a fucking... Dude, shut the fuck up. You're the one actually looking at porn, dude. I am not gooning. This is just me trying to collect all the supports, because you need MP5 if you want to, or Ultimate 5 if you want to be able to use them. Nah, shut up. Here we go. Alright, another one. Alright. Oh, what's going on here? What's going on here? A weapon ultimate. That's fine. Let's see what we get. Okay. I don't like no whips and chains. You can't tie me down. We can whip your love on me, baby. Whip your love on me, baby. I don't know if that's the lyrics, but there we go. 4. Alright. We're almost to the pity. If we get it before the pity, that would be great. But I am not. Do I need to refresh your memory of what you asked me for, Sin, on the real thing? Dude, you were the one looking at that shit, so don't even. I just wanted to know if they had any decent stuff, and you're the one that was looking at it. So I think we solidified it right here. Fuck, we didn't get it. Ah, man, that's a bummer. How far are we? 3 away? Yeah, that's not gonna be too bad of a hit. Bro, don't you bro me. Don't you bro me. Get out of here. What if what? What if what, Goofy? I'm very curious. What do you We got it in this next too. If we don't get it on this one, we get it on the pity. Ooh, and we get an ultimate weapon. Let's see what the ultimate weapon is. Kimakori? Eh, that's fine. It's a decent weapon. It's what? Let me take a look at stats. Increases damage dealt to bosses. Yeah, that's fine. It's not the best. But we want this. Yes. Yes, we do. And now we have all 5. So we could go on and we could actually do the event now. Alright, so this is Guilty by Name, Fuma Amane. The gacha is Combat Ready Fuma. Skill point gain increased by 30% when completing a guest quest. That's fine. I mean, you're doing these quests so often that it's just, you don't need it, but we're still gonna play for the story and for having a good time. Alright, so, what if I say no, don't do, that's hate speech. You remember, the one fucking rule I have of this stream is don't do any hate speech shit. One fucking rule. I swear to God, Goofy, you're treading on thin ice, dude. Don't fucking do it, man. I'm being dead serious. I'm watching you. Just cause, okay. No, I'm not gonna do it. Okay, you better not do it, man. You better not fucking do it, man. Literally one fucking rule of this stream. Like, we let so much shit go by, and the one rule is don't do anything illegal. And you play with it. Jesus. Alright, we're gonna do this. Alright, guys. Alright, let's get the voice acting pipes going. What beautiful weather. If it weren't for the mission, it would have been a perfect day. What the fuck is that? Oh. What the fuck you got? Who's raiding? Is there a fucking raid? No. No, there's no raid. Nobody would want to raid this server. Nobody'd be sane enough to raid this server. Come on. Muttering to herself as she looked up at the sky from the pier was a striking beauty with tan skin that radiated health and jet black hair, Fuma Amane. I never thought the day would come when I'd be investigating this island. An island with a bad history involving the young master. This is a Kotrara island. Dude, it's the most accurate voice for her. Stop laughing. Don't laugh. I'm actually doing some good narration. It was a small resort island in Southeast Asia that lived off tourism, but now it's what the fuck. When Momochi Toyo's biochemical terror attempted to the place where the whole world took notice of his rampage. Before Katara Island could recover from the aftermath of the event and be rebuilt, one side of the island was scorched in flames, thanks to the high-ranked demon Astaroth, the queen of the Inferno, going on a frenzy. Even after that, she wanted to make the side of the island her base of operations in the human world. But because she was so temperamental, she left the island often. You set fire to the island? Yeah, bullshit. Because of this, neither of the UFS, the Chinese Union, nor Gosha could track her exact movements because they were unpredictable. Deforestation. That unpredictable Astaroth is back at Kotrara Island. Is there a specific reason I have to be here? Knowing her personality, her reason isn't clear. Perhaps it would be more accurate to say incomprehensible. Gosha, unable to uncover the truth, dispatched Fuma Amane to find out why she was on the island. Normally, this shouldn't have been a solo mission. No, this is also for you, Master. I'll try anything I'm capable of. Just as she thought, she may have to fight against a high-ranking demon. And if that happens, Amane alone cannot fend her off alone. But the constant shortage of Taimans and frequent mission dispatches to deal with the increase of crime, and most of all when Taimans lost the trust of the public due to false accusations. To prove their innocence, the vast majority of the Taimans are going around the world, starting with UFS or the Chinese Union. Fuma Amane is a close associate and self-proclaimed butler of Fuma Kotaro, the captain of the task force, and lead of the Fuma clan. Under normal circumstances, Amane too would have been treated as a person of interest and subject to near-dear detention measures. Because she was not directly involved with the task force, she wasn't sanctioned and was able to move relatively easy. However, because she is a close associate of Fuma Kotaro and can go around with relative ease, she was given many dangerous and difficult missions. A sinister form of bullying, I'm sure. Fuma clan is a family rumored to be favored by Igawa Asagi, the head of all Taimanins. Though she couldn't be sanctioned directly, Amane felt they were unlikely, hoping she'd die in an accident during a mission, or from something like exhaustion due to overwork. This mission, as well, given the possibility of facing Astaroth, one of the strongest in the demon realm, virtually made this mission near impossible. Usually, the mission would be carried out with a more precise plan, with a team each to infiltrate and escape. Let's not get ahead of myself. I think I'll turn out the way I thought. Kotara Island, which was once a vacation spot, is no more. Amane, too, is not dressed in her own clothes for a vacation. She was dressed in a rugged Tana suit and stepped onto the island. Initially, Amane was going to scour the entire island and gather some information without entering Astaroth's territory. That's... Just hours after she began investigating the island, she came across a suspicious individual, neither succubi nor demon. She inspects the area on high alert and proceeds deeper into the dangerous parts of the island. It is impossible not to be suspicious of this behavior. Why is her voice so deep? Because she's a butler. That's why. I don't think so. It's one of Astaroth's team. As she hid herself and continued to spy on them, she looked around and continued to go deeper into the island. Why, do you want one more butler thing? Like, they could be hostile, a member of a rival organization. If not, there's no need for them to be that cautious. Not more butlery. If they are a fellow Taiman or related to us, they wouldn't be acting so cautiously. Could I approach them and extract information from them? Not only from the information. No. Okay, go back to the deep voice. But she's also seen this individual from Gosha's database either. It's hard to say that they are a newcomer looking at how they move. If they do belong to an organization, then they're either highly skilled enough to have remained undetected until now, or part of a third party that has been involved in global affairs so far. It's a woman, so? I voice them however the fuck I want, Toofy. I hope they're not, though. If she is, though, then she'd have to admit that there's a new enemy. But on the other hand, she could use her to lead to Astaroth. Amanda thought to herself and continued to follow her into the island. If you're gonna give me shit... Oh, wait, hold up. You there! What are you doing? Damn! However, because Amane was still in a relatively safe area of the island, and had her attention focused on that person, she had completely let her guard down. Alright, be right back. Here! You're a Taimanin! The Inferno Demon took one look at Amane's suit and made that judgment, then immediately fired a flame into the air instead of an alarm. But Amane hit the flame down. I'm going to finish you before you call for backup. See, if you're gonna give me not give shit to Ina for having a guy's voice, don't give shit to me for making all these voices guys. Because I'm a guy. I'm not gonna try to do some girly voice. We're doing bold, heroic voices, and we're gonna let this play out. I should switch her dress up. It's already past the event. So apparently this is a recon mission. Alright, we got more. From the chaos caused by Moichi Toyo to the involvement of the UFS and Chinese Union and the appearance of Astaroth. Oh, I gotta hit the auto. The situation on Kotara Island was consistently in flux. Due to the covert actions of the task force, a mutual non-aggression agreement has been established, for now, and things may appear to have settled down, but that's only on the surface. Astaroth's demons, who have been picking all sorts of fights against Taimanins or forces of similar size, gradually abandoned their attitude of looking down on humans and started to react sensitively to intrusions and whereabouts, which is why the Inferno Demon called for backup first, even though it was only Amane. Thus, crud, there are too many of them. I know I was focused on that one individual, but not noticing any others approach me. They move like they're been specially trained. There's probably a commander giving out orders. Someone who's the complete opposite of that free-spirited and outrageous high-ranked demon. I underestimated them, thinking demons look down on humans. But they've been spying on me, scheming, and waiting for me to become tired. Amane had killed many Inferno demons already, but demons do not get emotional when other demons fall. They prioritize surrounding Amane and tiring her out. If this continues, the fight will last forever. The fight lasted a few dozen minutes, and in the end... Cook! Is this it? Amane was surrounded by dozens of Inferno demons, and she was glaring at them. Surrender! We won't kill you. You'll be a rare toy that can entertain Queen Astaroth. It's a good thing you showed up. If not for you, one of us would have died instead. What are you talking about? Before Amane could finish her sentence, the atmosphere suddenly filled with tension. Fuma Amane had already experienced countless missions and battlefields, and she was confident that she had nerves of steel, but even she broke into a cold sweat at the change. Swallowing the bone-chilling fear, she turns towards the area where she felt the change in atmosphere. How long had she been there? Astaroth, the queen of the Inferno herself, had an arrogant grin and looked down at Amane. Hoo-hoo-hoo. Now we're getting somewhere, folks. We got drama, tension, heroics. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the stream. Alright, let us continue on then. Just checking on things, making sure everything's okay. Alright, connect, start. Astaroth, who suddenly appeared in front of Mane, had an arrogant grin and looked down at her with a somewhat bored facial expression. As Amane froze due to the overwhelming atmosphere, the Inferno demons bound her. Queen Astaroth, she's a Taiman who's been snooping around your territory. Snooping around? Have you come to investigate this island, my territory? Astaroth's eyes narrowed as she asked her. Just that alone added to the overwhelming pressure, and Amane, forcing herself not to tremble, stared back at her with all the defiance she could muster. But moved by the desperate determination not to be crushed in spirit, Astaroth's sadistic urges seemed to be stirred. Her lips curled into a crescent-shaped, unsettling smile. Sigh, so many unwanted guests. Whatever, the more entertainment, the better. From lips beautifully tinted like fresh blood, a voice rang out, light as the sound of a bell, clear and vividly sharp. The expression she wore was so beautiful, it could have been captured in a painting. And yet to Amane, it could only be described as evil. She felt a chill run down her spine as cold sweat began to form on her back. Taiman, you are guilty for 3 reasons. First, guilty of attempting to find the land of the Queen of the Inferno without permission. Second, my minions were willing to let you go unharmed, yet you committed unjust violence and resisted them. Third, you stand before the queen, yet do not provide entertainment, and made me bored. Do you have any questions? Listening to Astaroth's sudden words, Amane was confused. It was absurd, and she was forcing it. But Amane did not refute. Even if she wanted to, there is no point. She's the queen of the Inferno. Right now, she was likely one of the most incomprehensible and most powerful high-ranking demons in the human world. Even if she tried to argue, it was easy to predict that it would only serve as a pretext to be killed or toyed with. Although, I didn't think Astaroth herself would show up. Let's just be happy that I saved the trouble of searching and the time of thinking about how to approach her. Let's move on from the fact that I'm bound and forced to my knees. Do you have any idea, anything to say? Amane didn't answer her. Astaroth nodded with a smile that seemed to approve of Amane's attitude. But I am a merciful queen. I shall give you a chance to repent for your sins. Repent? A trial by duel. It seems that when humans were unable to reach a verdict, they were used to settle it with a duel between the two, with the winner being declared innocent. Humans so barbaric, making a spectacle out of trials and making a laughingstock out of killing each other. Well, the innocent win. I like that. The winner is just one. Demons are also the same as humans in that fashion. Astaroth chuckled. Amane licked her lips. It was as if the entire human race was made a fool, but that quickly fell. As foolish humans once did. Win and prove your innocence, Taimanin. Fight against someone? No, fight against someone. Can I choose? Normally I would fight you, but you have no chance against me alone. Amane was assured this, but wasn't offended. No matter how skilled of a Taimanin she is, she's not arrogant enough to think that she can square up against a high-ranking demon all alone. I'll set you up with a great opponent. If you entertain me like your life depends on it, you might have a chance to survive. Amane had no choice but to accept. Because when you've been captured and bound, even escaping was impossible. Alright, so we're gonna have to kick whoever the hell this person's ass is. Untire, let the trial begin. Is she really going to make me fight? Now, let's begin the first trial. Let's see, what were you guilty of? Attempting to investigate my territory, was it? Right then. Defendant, which is you, Taimanin, and the demon who bored me and wasted my time, come forward. Is that demon my opponent then? Excuse me, Your Honor. Why are there so many of them? Oh my, Your Honor, you certainly are aware of your current situation. You're quick. Like I said, why are there so many? There's more than 10 opponents. This isn't a duel, it's a brawl. I never said it was a one-on-one. If you want to survive, fight for your life and win. Because I'll kill you if your fight bores me. Alright, time to brawl. Let's go. Brawl, brawl, brawl. Ready, fight. I love Emily that I can be able to do this and just not worry about a damn thing. Yay, we win. Any more? Okay. Nothing yet. Okay. Sorry, somebody pinged me something. Alright, let's continue on, shall we? Alright, next. Oh, ranking up. I like it. And here I was thinking you'd bring me elite fighters. If you thought I would be down by those demons, you've clearly underestimated me. Winning the first round of the trial, Amane took a deep breath and glared at Astaroth. Not bad, it was satisfying. With that, I forgive your sin of making me bored. Queen Astaroth. The first sin of that Taimanin was... No, Queen Astaroth. The first sin of that Taimanin was the sin for not trying not to find the Astaroth. Is that so? Well, then that sin is forgiven. It was obvious Astaroth herself didn't really care about Amane's sins. She was just using Amane because she was bored. If she is letting her guard down, then there might be a chance for me for an opening. But at the same time, investigating the whereabouts of Astaroth was her mission objective, and the situation wasn't that bad to meet that objective. While she was thinking of using the situation to her advantage, the trial for her second sin as to who would be her next challenger, the demon started to chatter. Her next challenger is important, but a place this open is quite boring. Also, it is rather bothersome to progress the trial at the same time. Astaroth murmured whimsically and said that she would change the place of the duel. For now, whatever the outcome, it was better to play along with this poor act. Play along with the trial of the three sins, and gather as much information Astaroth as possible. Amane thought, and was captured willingly, followed Astaroth, who moved immediately. They arrived at a certain ruin. Once taken care of by the owners, the beautiful mansion and garden was now in ruins, dirty without any sight of its past glory. That's... While heading toward the ruins, Amane's excellent hearing caught the sound of battle. When she turned to look at it, there was someone fighting from far away. That's the person from earlier. She was against the Inferno demons, I see. As Fuma Amane was being played with the so-called trial by duel in front of Astaroth. On one part of Katara Island was another woman fighting as demons surrounded her.
Jeez, they're endless. I don't see how this is a duel.
Her name was Marika Krishna. Hey, Goofy. She was the Blood Lord, Kara Cromwell's favorite Cern, and also a Hell Knight. As Kara's bodyguard, private assassin. She wields the great chainsaw Shiva, which has the power to even make minced meat out of Inferno demons, who are considered to have the skills of a middle-ranked demon. Marika also has powerful strength as a Hell Knight, and had come here on her master Kara's orders to investigate Astaroth.
But to meet her as soon as I entered the island, what bad luck!
Marika frowned at the Inferno demons coming at her and held Shiva up at them. She was also in the middle of the trial by duel, which was part of Astaroth's amusement. Marika's sins were the same as Fuma Amane, the sin for trying to find the land of the Queen of Inferno. And the sins of the demons she was fighting against were not taking good care of the Queen's base. Or so it seems. It was the same for her to go through the 3 duels, to be free from her sins. The chainsaw blade, dirty with blood and flesh, comes to life. The sharp mechanical sound echoed in the area, but what's worse than death is to make Astaroth mad. To make her bored, and the Inferno demons who knew this attacked Marika without fear. Ooh. Alright, more fighting. I'm not gonna lie, I actually do enjoy voicing these guys. They're pretty fun. I should make this more of a habit.
You're back. I'm finished. Is this enough for you?
Oh, no auto. My bad. After making mincemeat out of dozens of Inferno demons and taking a break, Marika glared at Astaroth, who appeared soon after and muttered. She too had been exposed during her infiltration, and just like Amani, or rather, she was already caught up in the ridiculous charade known as the trial by duel. It seems like some time had passed after the fight, and her breathing was stable, and she still seemed to have some strength left in her. Even so, she didn't run and waited, because she was likely being wary of Astaroth, who hadn't shown up since the trial had started, rather than the demon surrounding her. And so, in front of Marika, Amani, who was tied up by an Inferno demon just like her, showed up. Marika sent a confused look toward the other prisoner, and Amani did so too. They didn't talk to each other, not quite figuring out who was who, and the tension between them was destroyed by a woman's voice from the sky.
I see this one has passed the first trial. This one? That means this woman is also...
Marika asked, and Amani nodded briefly. Realizing that Amani was in the same situation as herself, being framed for some stupid sin, Marika's suspicion against her loosened up a bit.
I'm the victim here, you know. Intruding someone's house barefooted and bullying my men, the culprits pretending to be innocent. Of course, I should take matters into my own hands, shouldn't I? Jeez, what nonsense. I wonder how long you can keep up that arrogant attitude.
Astaroth said with excitement and smiled at the two people. If someone who didn't know her saw that, it would have been a beautiful smile that would take that person's heart. But now, there was no knowing what she was thinking under that smile. So it was terrifying.
It's just that you two have committed the same crimes, trying to find me, hurting my men, and making me bored. So since you both have the same sins, I'm gonna start both of your trials at the same time to finish this quickly. Suit yourself.
Is this okay?
I don't know who you are, but that one just doesn't listen to the others if she wants to do something. If things don't go as planned, she throws a fit. The problem is, it's on another level.
Amani heard Marika and agreed to it. If they both resist here, Astaroth would be excited to kill them. They had no means of resistance against Astaroth, a high-ranking demon. They had no chance of winning as well.
Then it's best to listen to her and play along. That would let us last longer, and maybe we can come up with an escape plan.
Amani was thinking the same. They couldn't find an escape route, so they had to buy time and look for an opening.
The second trial will be here in the streets. Do try your best on the next one, too. I can't die yet. Against those flames of the Queen of the Inferno, even I can't stand against it.
Marika nodded at Astaroth's words and looked at Mane. I too can't die in a place like this. I'll return to my master, I promise. With renewed resolve, Amani fixed Astaroth with a challenging look.
I like your face right now. Please try hard to entertain. to prove your innocence.
As Astaroth fixed her sentence, Amani and Marika exchanged glances. Like she said, this was just a poorly made play. An entertainment to satisfy Astaroth's sadism. They realized that once more. Woof! What a bad mamma jamma this one is, eh guys? Alright, let's keep it going. We're on the second to the last chapter. Yay! Victim, my ass. You're absolutely right, Goofy. That is not a victim. Victims don't act like this. The trial by day, day 2, the second trial. Amani and Marika had light conversations in the streets that were dragged out from her. Amani told her that she was here to check on the island as a member of the Taimans. She didn't tell her that she was a butler of the Bluma Queen, and that she was just Amani, a Taiman. Marika also told her that she was a demon sharing the same purpose, and didn't reveal that her master was the Blood Lord, Kara Cromwell, and that she was also a vampire. How to deal with this petty play. Even if we win with these so-called trials, the chance of survival would be pretty low. Originally, they were supposed to go against each other as a Taiman and demon, but the situation made the two of them lose that thought. Survive and escape this place. They shared the exact same goal, and they knew they had to use everything they've got. Hence the reason for introducing themselves to each other, briefly, not asking questions, and silently agreeing to cooperate. I can't play along to Astaroth's ways forever. I'll survive and escape. Even if the trials are over, and if she isn't satisfied, she'll find another reason to blame us. Yes, this was just another entertainment for Astaroth. So if she doesn't get the ending she wants, she'll keep on blaming them for petty things. And the ending the Queen of the Inferno wants would be their defeat, which gives a headache.
Let us start the second trial. Bring the sinners.
Astaroth commanded, and her subordinates, the Inferno demons, brought out the said sinners.
What bad taste. Yes, bad taste and unpleasant abominations. They're monsters who have sinned for irritating me.
The monsters that appeared next were malformed, resembling insects or worms, along with beasts or real Inferno demons who were all sinners as well. Take care of the fast ones. I'll take on the hard, tough ones. Okay. As Marika turned on her favorite weapon, the chainsaw Shiva, Amane didn't reply. She's also just took out her favorite kunai. It was a co-op battle off the hook, but the two people were taking out the enemy with teamwork, which was unbelievably considering they were fighting together for the first time. Chainsaw's attacks are convenient. Tearing the part where it hits, anywhere it hits is deadly. Good for pushing back the enemy. Those throwing knives are kunai. She's really skilled at alerting my movements and taking precise care of my blind spots. Acknowledging others' skills, mid-battle, the two people helped each other in the best way they could. Even if they were outnumbered 10 to 1, the sheer difference in individual skills and support from each other as professionals had balanced the scale.
Good, this much resistance needs to be shown. How entertaining. Bring that thing out as prepared.
That demonic beast? It's even dangerous to bring it out here.
That's why I said to bring it. A trial without danger, that's no fun, is it?
If Astaroth said so, her subordinates would have to comply. With heavy footsteps as despair, they brought it as she commanded. Uh-oh. That thing is here? A behemoth? I've never seen or heard of such a demonic beast dwelling in these lands.
Yes, I found it during my travels, so I brought it because I thought it would be fun. Now then, sinners, how much more can you resist?
What is it? What is it? Down he goes. What a chump. Alright, well, we're going to finish up the last chapter, guys. Alright. Thank you for sticking with us. So let's enjoy this final chapter, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the event.
Marvelous, yes. This fight was certainly entertaining.
Seems like it is quite hard to face such a giant with two people. Hearing Astaroth clap, Marika looked at Amane, worrying that she was pushing herself to the limit to support her. Amane was distracting the behemoth with a kunai, but that made her get attacked more often than Marika. Besides, I'm a vampire. That Taimanin should have less stamina than I do. Can we continue on with the next battle at this state? She was worried, but Amane forced herself to catch her breath with a deep inhale and looked at Astaroth hauntingly.
With that, I forgive your sin of not listening to my men when they try to send me back mercy, and using violence against them. Let's see, where shall I make your fight next? The beaches or the mountains?
While Astaroth was thinking about where to hold the next duel, Amane pulled on Marika's shirt.
I have a good idea.
Care to cooperate? What, a coincidence? I too just thought of an idea. The details of the ideas were the same for both, and they smiled together, feeling a bond that had been forged when they fought together, risking their lives. Don't waste time and start the third trial. It's just going to be a wave of weaklings anyway. Amane shouted after discussing with Marika. Astaroth, who was watching them from above, smiled. A resistant enemy, an enemy whose mind hasn't been broken and doesn't give up, was always welcome. They were worth breaking.
You wanted to fight that badly. Good. If fighting is what you want, then let it happen.
Enemies prepared for the final trial appeared in the arena as soon as Astaroth raised her right hand. Alright, here we go. Final battle, boys. Let's see. Hopefully they give a good fight. Oh wow, that was really quick. Just like the battle of the ways of use. And on top of that, the opponent, once Astaroth herself had handpicked beings with just enough strength and numbers to put up a decent fight. However, they were no match for the seasoned Taimanin Fuma and Amane and Marika Krishna, the right hand of the Blood Lord, and their numbers visibly dwindled as time went on. Now, Marika! Don't you fail, Amane! The two initiated the escape plan as they prepared, calling each other. They came up with the plan during a fleeting moment of distraction when Astaroth, still undecided about the content of the final trial, had let her guard down. Their plan: take advantage of the moment during the duel when the number of demons had thinned and each flee in opposite directions. Only Astaroth was strong enough to stop them, and she was just one person. If they split in two ways, one would surely make it out alive, and if Astaroth hesitated, both could escape to safety at full speed. At least, that was the plan. Yeah! What? However, as Astaroth set the entire area ablaze in an instant, creating a wall of flames to prevent them from escaping. With flames so intense that even the Inferno demons, supposedly resistant to fire, were burned alive. Several of them were consumed and vanished within the blaze. I knew it! If you were gonna run, the only chance would be when the number of enemies started to thin out. Disappointing if that's the only tactic you can come up with. Astaroth, who saw through Amani and Marika's plan, descended to the center of the arena. The sin to be pardoned in the final trial is failing to entertain the Queen of the Inferno as your audience, thus boring her. But lucky for you, you still have a second chance. I, the Queen, will be your opponent. Entertain me with all your life and soul. See, that's spot on. I sound exactly like that. Down she goes. Hee 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 hee. What a chump. That's an absurd power. Amanda, do you have any bright ideas or secret moves? I want to say I do, but I can't use it like this. Leave it to me. Marika came forward as if to shield Amanda and confronted Astaroth. The vampire Marika confronted Astaroth head-on with her resilience and strength, but it was something she couldn't withstand for even a few seconds. When flesh burns, throat scorches, and internal organs are seared, even a vampire's strength and resilience are useless. Only her healing ability kept her alive, allowing her to hold Astaroth off just for a brief moment. And at that moment, Amani made a move. Oh, did the repeated despair make you crazy? Enduring the raging flames that even sought to scorch a vampire's body to ashes, Amani launched herself at Astaroth. However, that action was by no means one of despair. As if possessed by fire itself, Amani's left eye was stained in deep crimson. Her secret move, Evil Eye Dotengan. Get down! The moment she shouted, Amani's left hand, her cyborg arm, unleashed a powerful surge of radiant light. The surge of light puts out the blazing flames on her body and engulfs Astaroth whole. After an enormous shock amid the rising dust clouds, Amani let out a deep sigh as she struggled to move her sparking left hand. While the evil eye is active, she absorbs the kinetic energy of all objects she comes into contact with, reducing it to zero. And then the energy is stored within her body, then unleashed as her own. This is the power of her evil eye, Dotengan, her secret move. However, cannot absorb the power of Astaroth's flames. So then how did she manage to accumulate that energy? The answer is Marika's chainsaw, Shiva. What incredible power. I didn't know you had such an ability. Wait, are you okay, Amane? No, Marika was holding off Astaroth. Amane put the chainsaw on herself to gather kinetic energy. It was a rather reckless tactic, but Though it was just for a moment, Amane's exposure to Astaroth's flames left her drained and in searing pain, forcing her on her knee. Hold it together, Amane. Now is the time to escape. Marika was trying to escape, supporting Amane, but through the clouds of dust that started to disappear.
Son, I'll admit that actually hurt a little. I suppose I could give you some praise for that, but I only used less than 30% of my power. Is this really all you've got?
Brushing off her arm slightly hurt from withstanding the power of the gun, Astaroth emerged unshaken. At first, Astaroth's voice sounded surprised, even pleased, but gradually it shifted to one of boredom, tinged with disappointment. The Dotengon's maximum power had indeed damaged Astaroth, but that was it. There would be no second strike. Having realized this, Astaroth grew bored. Like a child who found a fun toy, who immediately realized this is no good anymore after playing with it a little bit. Boredom swiftly took hold. With that feeling in her gaze, Astaroth raised her right hand in the air.
You have been found not guilty of any other crimes but couldn't get away with the fact that you didn't amuse me.
Right after she ended her words, a giant fireball appeared in the air. The fireball conjured by Astaroth's power became so enormous that the demons around them started to run away.
This is where it all ends.
Forgive me, young master. That much power! I can't handle it! Despite that, Amane and Marika kept staring at Astaroth. There was no way they could escape here, but their spirit was still on.
I like it when enemies are so feisty.
Astaroth swung down her right hand, and in reaction, the giant fireball in the air fell. It didn't land on the ground. Instead, it exploded in midair. Immediately after the sound of an explosion, the cloud above their heads disappeared, and...
There you are, Marika.
Lady Kara. Oh wait, this needs a big boss voice. A Snow White woman in black clothes, Kara Cromwell, was standing before Amane and Marika.
Kara Cromwell, the Blood Lord, quite an entrance. Funny, you should say. You made quite the scene here, Astaroth, the Queen of the Inferno.
Bloodlord? The Bloodlord? One of the 9 lords of the demon realm? Amane heard much about the name. One of the 9 lords who are the most strongest in the demon realm. She rarely shows herself in the field, so information on her is too little. But that at the same time, it is said that she is a human-friendly vampire. Although this was Amane's first time to meet her, it seemed that Kara and Marika knew each other, or at least Marika was subordinate to her, seeing that Kara cared about Marika, who fought with Amane.
I came all the way to Katara since Marika didn't return, nor did she call me, and as I expected, forgive me.
Forgive me, I was stuck here.
It's okay, now that I know you are alive. I mean, a fireball that's small can't kill anything.
Astaroth's smile became wider as Kara talked as if she was provoking Astaroth. Astaroth must be uncomfortably with Kara's remarks that treated her the flame from one of the most powerful demons, the Queen of the Inferno, like a small fireball.
Oh, I haven't introduced myself. The impulsive queen who puts the entire world in danger, sitting on Katara Island. That is you, right? You are too arrogant for a person to put their dirty feet in my territory. Careful, I might make you cry like your younger brother.
To hear that, Marika's face paled at once. She put her both hands onto the ground because she thought she couldn't see things straight, as if she had severe anemia even though she was a vampire. The younger brother of the Bloodlord. Are you okay, Marika? I'm alright, Amane. Listen carefully to what I have to say. Get away from here. Now. The Marika tried to send Amane away by pushing her shoulders while Astaroth was preoccupied with Kara. The reason was simple. Kara was giving off killing intent from her entire body. Her killing intent was thick enough to be seen, pure and so evil that it even seemed to warp space. Astaroth smiled, twisting her lip like a crescent moon for the intense killing intent that even Amane hadn't experienced.
You mistreated my subordinate, and I challenge you to a classic duel for that crime. The Queen of Inferno will not chicken out and flee from here, will she? A 3-year-old child can threaten better than you, alright? I accept. I think I can finally have an exciting battle.
Astaroth was being ridiculous, but Kara too was picking a fight for the same ridiculous reasons.
I guess all high-ranking demons are so erratic.
Then Marika firmly grabbed Amane's shoulders.
Go! Not thanks to Larry Kara's attack, the wall of flame surrounding us vanished. Escape through there.
What about you, Marika? I'll be alright. This won't kill me, and what kind of servant am I if I abandon my master? Amane gave up persuading Marika. Because if she were in her position, she would never leave Fuma Katara behind.
Go! It's okay, we'll meet again. Perhaps as enemies, though.
Said Marika, activating her favorite weapon.
What are you talking about, Marika? You too, step back.
At that moment, a tiny fireball shot at Marika was torn by Kara's nail. The impact was as if a missile exploded in her face, but Kara wasn't hurt at all.
I'll fight with you. I can be a shield.
This is also another play. The fight between lords is generally like that. A subordinate who becomes a casualty in a fight that's fun and games is a bigger loss. Kara had a point. There is no end in a fight between high-ranking demons. If anything, they are close to immortal. No one would die in the battle, and the battle ends until they have had enough. This means the existence of a servant here can only mean a disadvantage. As a matter of fact, Inferno demons or beasts that were Astaroth's subordinates burned to death just from the heat of her flames. Besides, you made friends with Taiman. You need to take a few steps back for us to keep that relationship. Kara's words enlightened Marika. Although Amane is a Taiman, and some parts of her are machine hearing, she is a human being. She can't withstand the heat of Astaroth, which kills even demons, and just being here drained her stamina to the point that she couldn't move.
Understood.
Marika replied in a squeaky voice, finding herself pathetic for being useless. She held Amane up and left. From now on, I need to consider having a friendly relationship with Taiman.
Oh, what bother, you will die here.
Immediately after, Astaroth shot a fireball at Marika's back as she fled. Each fireball was as hot as magma, more than 10 of them. But Kara shot every one of them down, creating numerous small holes on the ground. The heat is enough to easily melt concrete or asphalt, but not enough to burn the skin of the Blood Lord.
Oh, mildly warm. I can't even tan my skin with this.
While you say that,
your hair seems a little burnt. The burnt tip looks good on your white hair, Lady Bloodlord.
Oh, you're going out of here, Goofy? Alrighty, well, I'm about to close up shop now. We're already over an hour. We're just finishing up this chapter.
I think we're safe here, but breathe slowly. Your throat must be burning and sore.
Thank you, but Amane finally escaped the range of the heat emitted by Astaroth and took in a deep breath of fresh air. The sound of explosion that had... Well, bye-bye. See you, Goofy. Bye, Goofy. Bye. For a moment started to be again behind him, and this time it was even louder than before. Will your master be okay?
She'll be alright.
I can imagine her losing. I can't imagine her losing, even if her opponent is Astaroth. The two looked back at the road they came from. There, the ruins where the trial by duel had taken place moments earlier collapsed, and black smoke could be seen spreading deeper into the island. More than half of Astaroth's territory, which was already no better than a wasteland, was scorched by her flames, and the damage continued to spread. A fight between the Almighty Ones doesn't hurt each other, but devastates everything around them. So in the end, Astaroth came back to the island, just because she was rude. To cause such devastating damage to the entire island, just for fun, the influence of a high-ranked demon is truly terrifying. Amane realized this once again. Alright, that was the event. Thank you all for sticking in. Woof, that was a toll on my voice. Wow, I want to thank all of you who have stuck through. I've seen that there's quite a few of you in the chat. I appreciate it. I want to thank you all for staying with me. Tomorrow is Fortress Friday. That is the big day that we all are having. Gonna just make it a huge shitpost night. I'm looking forward to it. You're all looking forward to it. It's one of my most popular times of the week. I hope you're ready. I'm ready. Anything else to report? Nothing else more to report. We will be doing Friday, Fortress Friday, Saturday, Speedstorm Saturday, and Sunday is, of course, Meme Madness, which, if you want to participate, go onto the Discord. Links are in the description, and you could go in through there. And YouTube links are also in the description for ScrapperStreams. This will be uploaded on YouTube. Thank you all. I love you all. I appreciate you all. Have a good night, and see you next time.